Hey Gemini, what's going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy via the tarot, astrology, and any channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it. We are wrapping up Cancer season this week. We're seeing some retrogrades manifest as well. Saturn went into retrograde beginning of the week, and Mercury is going to go into retrograde at the end of the week. So we have 4 planets in retrograde when all is said and done with, and retrogrades really help us slow down. We've had that message, that theme a lot lately, specifically around patience, being able to slowly move through things or be okay, be comfortable with the fact that not everything is going to be apparent on the surface. And some of the stuff that we're navigating, we just have to let it play out, right? We just kind of have to wait it out and just see what manifests, see what ends up happening. Obviously, Saturn retrograde deals with hard work, right? Places that we need to refine ourselves a little bit more with it being in Aries, and also trusting our instincts, trusting our intuition, specifically because it is in conjunction with or on top of Neptune. And Neptune in Aries is really challenging us to trust what we see, what we sense, what we feel, especially around things that aren't quite fitting, don't quite seem right, and specifically around the things that we're really looking for support, change, transformation, places where we're trying to better align with the desires of our heart, whatever they may be. But that's also why I like to start these readings off with an energy cleansing, just to set the tone, set the vibe for the reading, cleanse out those places we're feeling blocks, obstacles, or limited in what we see, what we sense, what we, understand is happening around us. It's a really great time to set your own intention for the reading as well, Gemini, especially if you've come in with something on your heart or mind, something you would like Spirit to deliver messages to you around. Definitely give that over. Be open to receive. It's a really great way to personalize these collective readings. And I also do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing and wellness services. Readings are one of them. If you want me to look at your specific situation, how it's faring, where it's headed, or if you're more interested in a realignment of self, mind, body, soul, I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultations. When we are aligned in ourselves, when we're grounded in who we are and what we want, when we're treating ourselves well, that's really where we're setting that strong foundation for manifestation. Manifestation for our happiness, our abundance, our success, fulfillment, whatever that looks like for you. We all deserve that life, right? And I would love to help support in whatever way possible. Definitely hit me up. All the info to get into contact with me is in the description box below. All right, let's get into it. I bless you with pure, oops, let me just shake this off. This is going a little wild. Okay, sorry about that. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being so that we may see and understand the messages clearly and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love, Mama Love. All right, hold on a second, Gemini. I got all this ash everywhere. As that was happening, I was hearing you got to get that dirt off your shoulder. There's just something that you are shaking this week. I feel like, and I was hearing as well, you might be a little bit rebellious. You might be taking some chances that normally you wouldn't, but you feel confident. You feel justified in something that you're seeing, in something that you're picking up. And here's the thing, I feel like with Saturn going into retrograde, you have this understanding everything's not going to be hunky-dory. It's not going to be like, you know, if you rebel, it's going to bring about a revolution and you're going to win and everyone's going to, you know, be on the same team as you, fight by your side. It doesn't feel like maybe that dramatic, right? It just kind of feels like you're playing with some energy this week, playing with, I love this, child of the universe as your overarching energy. Such a powerful energy for you this week, Gemini, because it really, I think a lot about life is connected to our experiences, what we want to experience, how we want things to look. And when we are, quote unquote, leveling up, this value of playing that with energy, right? Seeing what fits, seeing what actually resonates with you. And because sometimes we just don't know, right? Yeah, sometimes we play the part 100%, but sometimes so much of that is also about unlearning some of that, but uncovering who and what we are and how we want to align. And it looks like you have the opportunity to explore some options this week. I do kind of feel like you're trying to understand something more clearly. And so you're trying different avenues to get there. This kind of just feels like you're, asking someone, talking to someone in a really point blank way, to get your information, seeing how far is too far on some level, so you can better understand a situation, so you can have a better grasp on parts of this, because there is something about this that feels a little polarizing. It feels like maybe you've had a break from this polarity lately where, I don't know, for some reason you haven't been challenged for a minute. I'm not saying that in a bad way, but it kind of just feels like you've been able to detach your energy, you've been able to kind of rest, relax, etc. And perhaps because you haven't been faced with something, this thing, whatever it is, it feels a little difficult because you haven't really been faced with it. You're not really dealing with it. As we often do, right? We kind of just put things off to the side if we don't really want to address them. Page of Cups. Something feels like this offer feels small. There is a small offer on the table. And it looks to me like with this Ace of Wands, I think you want a little bit more. You want a little bit more. You're feeling like someone's not giving you enough. Or they have more to give. And there's something about it that's they're holding back. They're holding off on. You do look like you're stirring the pot a little bit this week, Gemini. I keep getting this energy of you not caring, right? And it's not disrespectful. I don't think you're trying to be mean or hurtful to anyone. I don't get that vibe. It's just so you're understanding what your limits are. And specifically in this situation. Because whatever you're dealing with kind of has their own agenda, or they're not really willing to give a lot, or what they're giving is kind of selfish. It's within their own interests. You feel like something's changed a little bit. I feel like you're sensing something. You're picking up something in the background, something that's not necessarily being directly divulged to you. And so that's where you're stirring the pot, because I feel like you want someone to be honest. It looks like you're ready. You're ready for truth. Ace of Wands is the ability to be creative with however we're going to approach something. Usually aces signal new beginnings. We have the world in this other person, situation, dynamics, energy, which is closure. It is the ending, but they're not fully, like I said, they're not really divulging that to you. They're kind of keeping that hidden from you. I kind of feel like they're keeping things light this week because they're not really ready to reveal this, or I don't know. I'm not really sure why they're sitting on things with you. Let's clarify that real quick. Okay, I mean, I don't know why. I mean, they're showing like, hey, I'm trying to put a good effort forward, etc. But there's something about this that feels lacking for you, or I don't know, maybe it's someone who's trying to save face and you know that, and it's just irking you. Like, I feel like there is something about this that is annoying. You have all this fire energy. You're picking up on secrets of some kind. I feel like you might be a little bit too enmeshed in what's happening, some of the drama. Yeah. But here's the thing. This is something that you're aware of, or you've seen from this person beforehand, this person's situation. I don't know if they really know how to manage themselves, because they, like, whatever they're not getting out of this dynamic, I feel like they're not blaming you, but they're like, well, if you're not going to give it to me, then it's toxic. Like, they're kind of not really thinking about things clearly, is how it shows. And to the point that they're willing to, you know, just start fresh, right? It's like they don't even want to acknowledge something. This might be where you're coming into conflict, or where you're trying to get some direct answers out of them, because I do see you pushing them a little bit this week. Again, not to be mean. It's coming from this place because you're stressed out, right? And I don't know if they completely understand that this is what they're doing, because in their mind, they're like, hey, I have Gemini's back. I'm showing them that I'm doing X, Y, and Z. So they should understand, they should get it. It's almost like whatever they're kind of hiding from you, whatever thoughts, whatever feelings they're having about the situation, they don't even believe like you deserve to know anyway, right? But I feel like that's what's pissing you off because it looks like a lack of honesty. It looks like a lack of honesty. It looks like someone who's hiding the truth, and they've done this before, and you've seen this before. And here's the thing, I think in some ways you're ready to call them out, or you're ready for closure to happen in this situation. At the same time, I don't know, maybe you just don't want to be moved so much. It's saying we have sacred boundaries, surrender to receive, and transformation. Okay. There is something where it's like, there's a better way to do this, is kind of what I'm hearing. Not kind of, it's what I'm hearing. I think there's only so far you can go with this person, right? It's that value that sometimes people just don't listen. They don't want to hear it. And so you trying to tell them is only creating more conflict and frustration, and probably for yourself as well. And that's where you just have to let go. You're not the person who has to tell them or show them. That's their own journey, right? That's why you have boundaries, because if someone's not getting it, that's not your fault. And that's why you have to set boundaries, right? And that's where you're going to see more transformation. Obviously, there is more to this story. Obviously, Spirit is saying to take a beat. You don't have to kind of completely figure this all out today, because there is a part of you, maybe it's just you're feeling wild this week or whatever, Gemini, and that's totally fine too. Just make sure that you're kind of recognizing the value of stability and grounding. Right now, Mars is in Virgo, and that's part of this patience energy we're seeing, where it's like we have to build a firm foundation for ourselves. And yeah, sometimes we need people that are annoying and driving us crazy, even if it's not toxic or hurting us, etc. Please use wisdom always. But sometimes we need those things for, you know, this solid foundation. And that's kind of really what you're looking at. Like, it's basically saying, like, they're gonna do what they're gonna do, and maybe you're sensing it, maybe you're picking up it up intuitively. Neptune is in retrograde, so you could just be picking up what is being foreshadowed, but you don't have to necessarily do anything about it. I guess that's what I'm getting at. So I hope this helps. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you found messages that resonated here for you. Definitely drop comments below if you did. I'd love to hear, or just say hey, share in a little love, a little TLC. I so appreciate all the love, all the support, Gemini, that you bring to the channel. Know it blesses my heart, and I'm sending love and blessings back to you.